how's everyone doing tonight? I guess I'm going to start off every video saying this. Again, I keep forgetting. So, these podcasts are me just talking randomly while I'm at work at night. It's all Apple Podcasts, so if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe there. Or on my YouTube channel, which I've been having for a couple of years now. I don't really do too much on there. I used to only stream my video games and put them up there before the PlayStation kind of made that a little bit more difficult than it used to. But yeah, my podcast is also going there. I didn't know that until my brother told me. He got the notification on his YouTube and just been watching it from there. So I implore everyone to check it out on YouTube. Easy, like, subscribe. I appreciate it if you do. If you don't, either or. Thank you for listening. If you listen all the way through tonight, I was gonna talk about something I found funny. Or I was gonna talk about my mom, because my mom called me today with some crazy news, bruh, and I really don't even want to talk about it for real. So let's talk about something funny. I seen somebody scrolling on posts on my Facebook. Excuse me. And somebody was talking about they dealt with politics or they dealt with voting and all that. And I'm just thinking in my head, I find that funny personally, because they've been telling us our whole life to vote. And everybody just main concern be voting for the president. If you didn't get picked by the state senator to be a part of the electoral vote, bro, your vote does not matter towards the president. The numbers, they don't give a fuck about the numbers. Al Gore, when he ran for president and won, I think he won or he won against Bush, and Bush still became president. Know how? Because Bush won the electoral college vote, which is a bunch of people that you can line their pockets if you want to. The senator have to know they hand-pick the electoral college voters. Do you not understand this? They are hand-picked by the state senator. That's why, for the most part, if there's more red states, there's going to be a Republican in office. If there's more blue states, I don't know which one is red or blue, honest to God. So if there's more Democratic states, there's going to be a Democratic president. If there's more Republican presidents, there's going to be a Republican president, however you want to take it. All because they pick their constituents. Who's going to vote for them? For example, if I'm the senator or the senator of fucking California, right? And I want somebody black to vote for the Republican president, right? Just to make it look good for the for a white demographic, or for the presidency, somebody black voted, get a certain amount of percentage or whatever. I will go to the inner city, find a single father, or a household where they low key struggling but not really struggling. You know what I'm saying? But low key struggling, where just the bare minimum of $30,000 or $20,000 are going to make sure I got their vote, right? It's easier to swing electoral college voters because they are hand-picked. Bro, you could hand-pick them and send them a check. I will appreciate it if this donation reached you in a timely manner, so you know they ain't even got to tell you who to pick. The money is implying it. They gonna send you a check with a little sign up in front of your house. All at the same time. I would. Why the fuck not? The average donor that a presidency get is like $1 million. That's the bare minimum. The donors are donating to the campaign. Is a measly $1 million. That's one person. There's somebody that's funding your campaign that's donating almost $50 million just for the campaign. Bro, you know how easy it is to send $5,000 to $10,000 to certain people, 20 to some, bro. Swing real quick. That's why I say this government shit is rigged, bro. That shit is rigged. There's no way in hell that every year the majority of voters vote, and they still pick the opposite of who we fucking voted for. Make it make sense. If we voted for somebody, let that nigga be president. We voted for him. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. If the populace picked somebody, pick who the populace picked. It should never be a time where the majority of people in America want one president and the person who didn't get the most votes end up still becoming president. Like, that shit gotta give, bro. Like, that electoral college votes need to be done away with for a democracy to really be ran. Because with that, we're never really in a democracy. It's just an illusion of a democracy. It's an illusion of control. We don't have no control. We the people, the control we think we got, we do not have that shit, bro. The government can shut us down at any given time whenever they feel like it. Like, just one word, martial law. Well, 2 words, martial law. Whenever they enact martial law, it's up. You know what I'm saying? So, please keep that in mind. When every time you decide you do want to go vote, if you decide to take that route, bro, listen, the government is full of shit. Like now, after all these fucking years, niggas ain't been can't go back to the moon after they've been to the moon in the 60s and shit. Japan just finally landed on the moon again after all these years since India landed last year. But India footage that they did last year, them landed on the moon, looked so motherfucking fake. Looked so fake, bro. It's like all the powers around the world's like, shit, America faked the moon landing. Let's all fake a moon landing in. They did theirs 40, 50 years ago. We about to do ours 60 years. We gonna do ours now in present day. And super fake the footage. That shit look fake as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Now America talk about they gonna go to the moon within the next 3 years and start building bases on the moon so they could try to get to Mars. Bro, why the fuck y'all ain't been back to the moon since the last time y'all been to the moon? Like, make it make sense to me. We shouldn't have even waited all this time. The problem is we really can't leave out our atmosphere, and the niggas ain't nobody landing on the moon. The moon probably ain't even real for real. I'm just gonna put that out there. Every fucking time you hear about them launching a spaceship or a fucking rocket into the air to try to get out to outer space, when the last time you heard of a successful launch? Japan didn't even tell us shit about their launch. They just told us they landed on the moon. At least I didn't hear nothing about it. I just looked up and then, all of a sudden they was on the moon. I ain't hear, Japan got a launch for the moon. Watch this rocket take off. I ain't seen none of that. I ain't seen footage of the rocket launching and leaving the atmosphere and going to the moon. Like, we live in present day where, nigga, we can see that shit, nigga. Ain't nobody dumb. The moon is in the air. Nigga, the big ass rocket, ain't nobody missing that, no matter where you at on the world. This shit ain't no speck of dust. Nigga, the moon is in the sky. So if whatever's flying towards the moon, you're going to see it. I don't give a fuck what angle that motherfucker is. And on top of that, they say they fly shit in the air at a curve to try to get in orbit so they can circle around the planet before they launch out again. Like, make sense, bro. They're trying to slingshot. They're trying to use a gravitational pull to slingshot off of Earth. Come on, make that make sense, bro. This ain't no book. But that's what they be on, bro. And how can you trust the government? That's the type of shit they be on right there. Like, they put it in your face, clear shit. Like, how the fuck y'all, Elon Musk, y'all got all this shit, rovers on Mars and shit like that, but y'all ain't showed us not one successful launch into outer space live. Every time y'all do a launch, the rocket either blow up or the live cut off, and all of a sudden, an hour or 4 hours later, y'all in space. Bro, no, make it make sense, bro. All that shit just seems like propaganda. It's like, y'all, like, bro, I was watching, so I seen that propaganda. I was watching this video on YouTube, because one of the little videos about the government and deep fake programs like the Project Bluebeam. Bro, from what I'm understanding, what the government got going now, how deep Project Bluebeam is gonna get they didn't found a way to make holograms solid. Yeah, I said it. A solid hologram. So basically, a clump of light that can slap you. And you will feel slapped when it slaps you. So if it can physically move, or for instance, it's no longer a laser, right? So light got stages before, like when normal light heats you up. Okay, I'm gonna break it down like this. Light has a bunch of different spectrums, right? But for the most part, the main source of light is heat. So when it's sunny outside, you feel heat. When you get too close to your light bulb, you're going to feel heat. Natural light carries heat. And then when it evolves from concentrated light, it's like a laser, right? Halfway physical, and then it's pinpointing. A laser cuts some shit straight through. So now what they're saying that they created is physical holograms. Basically walking lasers. Probably they're going to have them in a suit or some shit to make them look like aliens or people. And they're going to be using real guns and weapons. You'll be able to shoot them. They're going to bust into goop or some shit. It's probably going to be like some plasma on the inside or something. Slime, you want to call it. Something like that on the inside. So when you kill it, it look like an alien. It's going to explode, leaving no trace of what it was behind, and a pile of goop somewhere, a goop or something. That's me speculating here, but that's basically what the technology that the government got. Right? Is the physical holograms. So how can you trust anything? Like I don't understand. It's hard to trust the government, and I'm not just saying this because I'm black. I'm saying this because they constantly prove that they're lying to our face every day, all the time. Like now, y'all talking about 9/11 was done by a terrorist organization and shit like that when it happened, but now a couple of years later, y'all want to tell us that Al Qaeda was working for us. ISIS, they was working for us. Yeah, they was CIA programs. Yeah, they worked for us. That was one. Them was one of ours. Bin Laden, he used to work for us. Right? So once you get to knowing all that, it's like, damn, we don't know a Big Brother like we think we know Big Brother. Big Brother shady. That nigga got all type of secrets, all type of skeletons in the closet. So shit that they tell us is the bare minimum. Now they just now releasing UAPs and UFOs. Bro, come on now. Y'all gotta be smarter than that. You just can't believe everything that they put in front of you, bro. I always tell people all the time, bro. I'm not here to tell you what to and what not to believe. No shape or form, right? What I'm going to tell you is to look up a lot of this shit yourself. For real, the government been lying, bro. Astral projection is real, bro. We damn near really live under a dome, bro. And it's not that it's a dome because it's a dome keeping us out from space. It's just a dome in the dimension that we in, right? You damn near really do have to cultivate your chakras to see the other realms that's stacked on top of ours. Not like living right next to us. No, it's like parallel above us and below us. We just can't physically interact with them because we're not on their consciousness. I'm rambling again. I'm sorry. Thanks you for listening. Whoever listened all the way through, y'all have a good one.